drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM. You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to Cool News at 4. I'm Carlo. The Court of Appeals has extended the freeze order on the bank accounts, real estate properties, and other assets registered in the name of fugitive televangelist about Kibuloy and his Kingdom of Jesus Christ sect. The Anti-Money Laundering Council confirmed on Thursday that the freeze order had been extended to February 6, 2025 based on the appellate court's resolution dated August 20. KOGC lawyer Dina Tolentino Fernandez also confirmed the extension in a press conference in Davao City, where the massive police manhunt for Kibuloy entered its sixth day at the religious group's 30-hectare compound. On August 7, the CA initially imposed a 20-day freeze order after finding merit in the sexual exploitation, human trafficking, and financial smuggling cases filed against Kibuloy and 4 others. The order covered his 10 bank accounts with Banco de Oro and Metropolitan Bank and Trustco, as well as 7 real estate properties in Davao del Norte, Davao City, Davao Oriental, Mati, and Roxas City. It also extended to the assets of KGC, Sunshine Media Network International, and 10 other individuals allegedly involved in the preacher's illegal activities. This developed as Kibuloy's lawyer, Israelito Torreron, posted on his Facebook account earlier in the day a video that appeared to suggest that the police had started to drill through the basement of Jose Maria College to reach a suspected bunker where Kibuloy may be hiding. But Torreron admitted he could not confirm the drilling operation since the area had been declared off-limits by the police. KGC resident Minister Carlo Catil also made the same allegations, as well as another claim that the radios had also brought sacks full of firearms into the KOGC compound. Brigadier General Rodrick Augustus Alba, acting head of the Philippine National Police Directorate for Police Community Relations, refused to take questions on these claims. Alba appealed to Kibuloy's followers not to disrupt the ongoing operation of the radios continue to encounter resistance from KOGC followers. At least 60 policemen and 26 civilians have been injured since August 24 when the police entered the KOGC compound. We are being challenged by the delay that our law enforcement officers have encountered because of the resistance. So again, we appeal, and I have been repeating this. We are not after the members of KOGC. We respect the church. What we are after is the implementation of the valid warrant of arrest from the courts, APA told reporters. Major Catherine De La Rey, spokesperson for Police Regional Office 11, also denied social media chatter about the supposed 2-hour ultimatum given by the police for Kibuloy to surrender or else the KOGC cathedral would be bombed. I ask the public not to immediately believe what they hear on social media, said De La Rey. There was no ultimatum as they claimed, and we are not going to destroy any KOGC property. Our mandate is to protect. The Philippine Coast Guard became the first maritime security organization in Southeast Asia to have an uncrewed service vessel, making it more equipped to collect data from the skies and the sea. This breakthrough comes after the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime's Global Maritime Crime Program turned over a USV to the PCG. A turnover ceremony was supposed to be held at PCG headquarters in Manila on Friday, but it was cancelled due to a conflict of schedule. The SUV is now at the PCG headquarters. In the post on X, formerly Twitter, the UNODC-GMCP on Thursday said that they conducted a Harvard acceptance test and sea acceptance trial of the USV at Subic, Zambales. The UNODC-GMCT also noted that the Philippines received the first ever unmanned surface vessel for a Coast Guard agency in Southeast Asia. Anti-narcotics operatives on Thursday seized more than 2 million pesos worth of spray tablets and shabu from three high-value drug traffickers in Das Marinas City, Cavite. The Region 4A police reported Friday that combined operatives from the Regional Enforcement Special Team, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, agents, and local drug enforcers arrested Leonard, Abigail, and Clare in a bypass operation along Molino Paliparan Road in Barangay Paliparan 2 around 10:50 a.m. One of their associates, identified as Jomel, eluded arrest. The three arrested suspects yielded 8 resealable plastics containing 800 SD tablets worth 1,360,000 pesos. The operatives also found the suspects in alleged possession of one knot-tied plastic containing shabu weighing 100 grams and worth about 680,000 pesos in the dangerous drug support valuation. Authorities also seized one mobile phone which will be examined for records of drug transactions. The suspects were tagged as high-value individuals on the police drug watch list. Investigators were still determining the source of the illegal drugs. The suspects were detained and are facing complaints for violating the country's anti-drug laws. About 5,000 prisoners released through parole or probation in Eastern Visayas last year committed new crimes and were now back in prison. These represent only 2% of the total number of inmates granted conditional liberty, but the Parole and Probation Administration in the region was concerned about the development. The revocation rate may be minimal at just around 2%, but it still alarms us because one of our primary goals is to rehabilitate these individuals and help them live normal lives, said PBA Regional Director Major Beverly Ampo in an interview on Tuesday, August 27. Around 90% of these persons were parole and probation were revoked, violated offenses against the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, while the rest committed murder or homicide. Since the parole or probation was revoked, the concerned individuals were rearrested, detained, and required to serve the remaining portion of their original sentence in prison, among other consequences. We are doing our best to help them reintegrate into society and become productive members. However, the triggers for criminal behavior still exist outside, making it challenging for them to avoid reoffending, she said. Ampo also expressed concern over the challenges that probationary and parole officers face in the region. We only have 36 parole and probation officers in the region, and they receive a minimum budget of just 350 pesos per client visit, she said. Some of them even have to cross rivers, hike mountains, or use their own money to reach and assist our clients, she added. Ampo hoped that Congress will approve the plan for a modernization program, which would provide better equipment and facilities and increase the budget for the personnel. And Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa blasted LT Colonel Jovi Espenido for his scripted claims about the quota and reward system when the lawmaker was still chief of the Philippine National Police. In a phone interview with reporters on Friday, the former PNP top boss seemed incensed by Espenido's allegations and asserted that someone recruited the former police chief of Apura town in Yete province to face the congressional probe. I swear to God, I'd never give any monetary consideration, any monetary reward for any accomplishment na magagawa ng PNP, De La Rosa said. Pumaligtad sila kasi may nang-recruit sa kanila. I don't know kung anong laman ng recruitment nila. Hindi naman yan basta-basta humarap doon kung walang mag-recruit sa kanila. Walang mag-kumbinsi. Halata naman, he added. At yung kaniyang pangsisinungaling, tama na yan as a package na yan sa kaniyang pagbaliktad. Ang daming niyang allegation na napaka-sinungaling ginagamit pa naman nila yung biliya para magsalita tapos puro kasinungalingan yung pinasasabi, he also said. Espanido, signing of former mayor, has claimed before a public hearing at the House of Representatives that money from Philippine offshore gaming operators, small town lottery, and intelligence funds were used to reward police officers who implemented the Duterte administration's bloody anti-drug campaign. But De La Rosa denied this. Yung sinasabi nila, ang reward money daw ng gagaling sa Pogo, halata na yung Alfred David Espinido ay talagang convicted, scripted na design na talagang i-connect yung problema sa Pogo, problema sa war on drugs, problema sa extrajudicial killing, kung ay gusto nila i-connect, the senator said. It is now 4:11 and coming up on Coolins at 4, DTI offers loans to Karina hit MSMEs. PSA assures public of continuous issuance of national IDs. And speaking of national IDs, netizens poke fun at national ID chaos after canceled deal with supplier. And in international happenings, German inflation falls below 2% for first time since 2021. And in showbiz entertainment news, Kathleen Alcantara moving on from breakup with Mavi Legaspi. Stick around, Coolness at 4 will be right back. Welcome back to koolNews at 4. The city of Iloilo has been placed under a state of calamity to boost the local government's response to the increasing number of dengue cases here, which is Iloilo City. The City Council on Wednesday approved the recommendation of the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council after dengue cases since the start of this year went up by almost 50% compared to the same period last year. Data released by the City Health Office showed that 903 dengue cases were recorded in Iloilo City from January 1 to August 28, higher than the 574 cases recorded last year. 4 people also died due to dengue in the city in the first 8 months of 2024, compared to the 3 fatalities over the same period in 2023. Dengue, according to the World Health Organization, is an infection caused by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. The infection triggers a severe flu-like illness, often followed by a severe drop in an affected person's platelet count. Among other symptoms are severe headache, pain behind the eyes, full body ashes, nausea, vomiting, swollen glances, or rashes. The CHO proposed a budget of 7.4 million pesos to procure testing kits and other equipment to combat the mosquito-borne disease. Dengue is a challenge for us, said Dr. Annabelle Tang, CHO chief, stressing the importance of raising awareness and encouraging community action, particularly through cleanup drives. We already have 4 deaths. We don't want any more deaths until the end of the year, she said. Mayor Jerry Trenas outlined the city's plan to acquire misting machines and to equip all barangays and schools with what they need to combat dengue. We will request them to do the misting. We will conduct regular cleanup in barangays and all the schools weekly, Trenas said. The mayor is also pushing for a widespread information campaign, urging the media to encourage public participation. So the CHO has reactivated its 30-bed hydration unit at La Paz Health Center to manage the influx of patients and prevent overcrowding in district hospitals. Misting operations have been intensified, especially in public schools, public space, and dengue hotspots. Trenas stressed the need for a coordinated action to protect public health and prevent further casualties. If we come together in our campaign against dengue, we can significantly reduce the number of cases and protect our community, he said. On August 20, the province of Iloilo was also placed under a state of calamity due to a 480% surge in dengue cases. The Department of Trade and Industry on Thursday said its financing arm has opened a loan program for businesses affected by Super Typhoon Karina, allowing borrowers to avail up to 300,000 pesos that they can pay within 3 years. The DTI said the government-owned lender Small Business Corporation launched the special loan facility called the Enterprise Rehabilitation Financing Program last August 27 to provide crucial financing assistance for micro, small, and medium enterprises. We understand the challenges businesses face as they work to rebuild and resume normal operations after the devastating impact of this typhoon, SBC President and Chief Executive Robert Bastillo said in a statement. This emergency fund, offering concessional terms not currently available in the market, aims to finance the immediate needs of MSMEs. These needs include the repair and replacement of damaged fixed assets and inventories, operational disruption, and revenue loss. Loans are interest free in the first year before increasing to 1% per month based on a diminishing balance based on a diminishing balance method for the second and third years, according to the DTI. Borrowers can secure a 3-month grace period in case they need a reprieve from payments. MSMEs in the National Capital Region, Ilos Norte, La Union, Bataan, Pampanga, Bulacan, Tarlac, Camaling, Cavite, Rizal, Laguna, Oriental Mindoro, Romblon, Zamboanga, Davao Occidental, and Cotabato are qualified to apply. The Philippine Statistics Authority on Friday assured the public of continuous issuance of national IDs despite its determination of contract with the supplier. The PSA is taking necessary measures for the continuous issuance of national IDs. We affirm our unwavering commitment to delivering a reliable and secure national ID system, ensuring that every registered person will receive the national ID, PSA said in a statement. The state-run agency also advised the public to use the digital format of the national ID that can be downloaded through national-id.gov.ph. Further, different formats of the national ID are also available for registered persons, such as the e-field ID, which can be obtained from registration centers, and the recently launched digital national ID, the statement added. Earlier, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas has terminated its contract with Allcard Incorporated, the supplier under the Philippine Identification System process of the government, for failing to deliver its obligations under the deal, which caused delays in the production and delivery of national ID cards. Meanwhile, many residents spoke fun at late delivery and print quality issues of the national ID cards following the contract termination of the card supplier. Hundreds of individuals expressed their sentiments under a Facebook post of Inquiry.net about the termination of the contract. Netizens shared that they have not received their IDs years after registration, with some of them comparing the timeline to some events in their lives. One netizen said, Apo ko grade 3 pa nang apply national ID, etos grade 6 na, di pa din dumadating. Until now, di pa dumating ID ko. Mandan di pa sa relasyon mo going 5 years. Terminated na, and then the netizen said. Awaiting the delivery of their national ID, they asked, sabay na ba sa senior ID yung sakin? So, and one more thing, so lalong delay pala yung national ID ko, mag 3 years ko na yung hihintay. Meanwhile, others said that the national ID system is a failure and a waste of money, sharing experiences on the quality of laminated cards they have received. Some also expressed frustration on how they can't use their IDs anymore due to different quality. Now let's get into the international happenings or headlines from around the world. German inflation fell to its lowest level in more than 3 years in August. Official data showed Thursday, strengthening the case for another interest rate cut by the European Central Bank next month. The annual inflation rate in Europe's biggest economy eased more than expected to 1.9%. Preliminary data from Federal Statistics Agency statistics showed, down from 2.3% in July. Analysts surveyed by FactSet had predicted an August inflation rate of 2.1%. The last time German inflation was below 2% was in March 2021. The August slowdown was driven by a 5.1% decline in energy prices, while service inflation was sticky at 3.9%. Core inflation, which strips out volatile energy, food and alcohol and tobacco prices, remain elevated at 2.8%. People have more money in their wallets again. Inflation is falling, real wages are rising for the 5th quarter in a row, Chancellor Olaf Scholz said on X. And now let's get into the showbiz happenings or news. Kylie Alcantara is moving on from breakup with Mavi Legaspi. For the first time, Caitlyn Alcantara addressed her breakup with rumored boyfriend and former on-screen love team partner Mavi Legaspi, as she emphasized that while she treasures their moments, she wants to move on from that experience. In a guest appearance on Fast Talk with Boy on Blue Dot Thursday, August 29, Alcantara remarked that she tries to learn from her experiences, whether good or bad. In every relationship naman po that I have or had, whether it's professionally or friendly, meant or romantic, I always try to learn something from it, both the good and the bad experiences, she said. Right now, I think we all should move on from that experience, and I will return to that moment po kasi syempre it made me who I am today with all that happened, continued the actress, adding that she's grateful for that experience. Despite not officially confirming the relationship, Alcantara and Legaspi were rumored to bring in a relationship given their past romantic interactions and sightings starting in 2021. However, in 2023, the pair became the center of controversies after netizens noticed that the two stopped engaging and posting each other on social media and seemingly dropped critic posts about each other. At the time, Legaspi's mother, actress Camille Villarreal, also posted cryptic messages. Meanwhile, Alcantara is now rumored to be in a relationship with basketball player Kobe Paras. The Caribal star refused to answer what's the real score between her and Paras, but affirmed he makes her happy. Alcantara shared that Paras always assured her that she's more than the issues being thrown at her and that she's more than her love life. Lagi nila sinabi, "Dito lang ako, ikaw na muna, I'll let you shine," added the actress. And that is it for Cool News at 4. As always, you can get in touch with us with your news suggestions or feedback with at tvhthephilippines.news@gmail.com. And join us again for more news headlines later with Cool News at 6 and Cool News Prime Time at 9. Until then, I'm Caro. Good afternoon.